You need to hear this if you're fascinated by AI. Today we're diving into the future, but not in the way you might think. We're talking about the limits of technology, specifically artificial intelligence. While AI is rapidly advancing, there are some things it might just never be able to do, things that are fundamentally human. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's get right into it. AI can process data, recognize patterns, and even mimic human emotions. But here's the thing, AI doesn't actually feel those emotions. It doesn't get that gut-wrenching feeling of heartbreak or the pure joy of achieving a lifelong dream. Those are human experiences driven by complex biological and neurological processes that AI just can't replicate. Sure, AI can create some pretty impressive artwork, but is it truly original? AI art is generated based on algorithms and data sets of existing art. It's a remix, a combination of what's already out there. True human creativity, that spark of originality that comes from a different place entirely. Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, is a cornerstone of human connection. AI can recognize emotions, maybe even respond in seemingly empathetic ways, but it can't truly step into another person's shoes, feel their pain, or share their joy. That requires a level of emotional depth that AI simply doesn't possess. Ethics, morality, right and wrong, these are concepts deeply ingrained in the human experience. We grapple with ethical dilemmas, weigh consequences, and make judgments based on our values. AI, on the other hand, operates on logic and algorithms. It can follow pre-programmed ethical guidelines, but it can't truly understand the nuances of ethical decision-making. Consciousness, that subjective experience of being aware of oneself and the world around us, is one of the biggest mysteries of the human mind. AI can process information and respond to stimuli, but it doesn't have that inner world of thoughts, feelings, and experiences. It's not self-aware in the way that humans are. Ever have that gut feeling, that hunch that tells you something is right or wrong? That's intuition, and it's a powerful force in human decision-making. AI relies on data and logic. It doesn't have those inexplicable feelings, those flashes of insight that we can't quite explain but often lead us in the right direction. Humor is subjective, nuanced, and often relies on shared cultural understanding, wordplay, and even absurdity. AI can recognize patterns in language and even generate jokes, but it can't truly grasp the subtleties of humor. The timing, the delivery, and the shared understanding that makes a joke funny are uniquely human. Human relationships are built on shared experiences, emotional connections, empathy, and a deep understanding of one another. AI can mimic social interactions and even hold conversations, but it can't replicate the depth and complexity of human relationships. The bonds of love, friendship, and family that shape our lives are beyond its reach. Beauty, like humor, is subjective. It's influenced by personal preferences, cultural background, and even individual experiences. AI can recognize patterns and generate images that adhere to certain aesthetic principles, but it can't truly appreciate the beauty of a sunset, a piece of music, or a work of art. That appreciation is a deeply human experience. AI operates within the confines of its programming. It can make choices based on algorithms and data analysis, but those choices are ultimately determined by the parameters set by its creators. Humans, on the other hand, have free will. More on that later. Love is a complex emotion, a powerful force that drives us to connect with others on a deep and meaningful level. AI can process data and recognize patterns, but it can't replicate the feeling of love. The joy, the pain, the vulnerability that comes with opening yourself up to another person are uniquely human. Creativity extends far beyond painting and music. It's about problem-solving, innovation, coming up with new ideas and solutions that have never existed before. AI can remix existing data, but it can't replicate that spark of human ingenuity. Free will, the ability to make choices independent of external influence, is a fundamental aspect of what it means to be human. It's the foundation of our moral responsibility, our ability to be held accountable for our actions. AI operates within the confines of its programming. It doesn't have the freedom to choose otherwise. Context is crucial in human communication. A single word or phrase can have vastly different meanings depending on the situation, the tone of voice, the relationship between the speakers. AI can process language and recognize patterns, but it can struggle with context. It might misinterpret sarcasm, miss subtle cues in a conversation, or fail to grasp the underlying meaning behind a statement. And I mean, really experience life in all its messy, unpredictable, and beautiful glory. The highs and lows, the joys and sorrows, the triumphs and failures. These are what shape us, what make us who we are. AI can process data and simulate experiences, but it can't truly live. It can't feel the warmth of the sun on its skin, the taste of a delicious meal, or the pain of a broken heart. Many humans grapple with the question of purpose. AI, as a creation of human ingenuity, doesn't have that innate desire for meaning and purpose. It's a deeply personal question, one that often drives our choices and motivates us to make a difference in the world. Compassion is about more than just understanding someone's suffering. It's about being moved to act to alleviate their pain. AI can recognize distress and respond according to its programming, but it can't truly feel compassion. Joy, that feeling of pure happiness and contentment, is a fundamental human experience. AI can process positive stimuli and respond in ways that mimic happiness, but it can't truly feel the depth and richness of human joy, the kind that makes your heart sing and makes you appreciate the beauty of the world around you. We touched on ethics earlier, but moral judgments go beyond simply following rules. They're about weighing competing values, considering different perspectives, and making decisions based on what we believe is right. AI can follow pre-programmed ethical guidelines, but it can't truly grapple with the complexities of moral decision-making. Sarcasm, with its reliance on tone of voice, facial expressions, and shared cultural understanding, is a minefield even for humans. It's about saying one thing but meaning the opposite, often for humorous effect. AI, even with its advanced language processing capabilities, can struggle to detect sarcasm. It might take a sarcastic remark literally, leading to confusion and miscommunication. Pain, both physical and emotional, is an inevitable part of the human experience. AI can process data about pain, recognize it in others, but it can't truly feel pain itself. It doesn't experience the same physical sensations, the emotional distress, or the long-lasting impact that pain can have on a human being. Pain is a catalyst for growth and change. Humor is so deeply ingrained in the human experience, so essential to our social interactions and our ability to cope with life's absurdities. AI can generate jokes and recognize patterns in language, but it can't truly understand what makes something funny. The timing, the delivery, the shared cultural context that all contribute to humor are uniquely human. Or that feeling of wonder and amazement that we experience when we encounter something vast and mysterious is a uniquely human emotion. AI can process information about awe-inspiring phenomena, but it can't truly feel that sense of wonder. That humbling realization of our place in the grand scheme of things is beyond its reach. Spontaneity, the ability to act on impulse, to deviate from the plan, to embrace the unknown, is part of what makes us human. AI, with its reliance on algorithms and data analysis, is inherently predictable. It can't replicate that human capacity for spontaneity. Making decisions on a whim and seeing where they lead is a uniquely human trait. Our awareness of our own mortality, the knowledge that our time on this earth is finite, is a defining characteristic of the human experience. AI, as a non-biological entity, doesn't face the same existential reality. It doesn't experience the fear of death, the grief of losing loved ones, or the drive to make the most of our limited time. Mortality shapes our priorities and relationships. The human advantage. Even in an age of rapidly advancing technology, there are some things that remain uniquely human. These are the things that make us who we are, that give our lives meaning and purpose. While AI continues to evolve and reshape our world, it's important to remember the things that set us apart. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insightful content. See you next time.